Welcome to another science exploration. Today's topic is about seed dispersal. As you know, seed dispersal is the process by which seeds are spread away from the parent plant. It is very important because if all the seeds fall and grow near the parent plant, they will have to compete for sunlight, water, nutrients, and space. Seed dispersal helps young plants grow in new places and increases their chances of survival. If you want to explore the different ways the seeds are dispersed and the different amazing features the seeds have depending on how they are dispersed, then please join me as we explore this topic of seeds dispersal.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever actually thought about the single biggest problem a plant has? Well, it's that they're completely stuck in the ground, literally rooted in place. So if they can't walk around, why do their seeds need to travel? Let's find out. I mean, imagine if a parent plant just dropped all of its baby seeds right by its own roots. As soon as those little seeds started to sprout, they'd have to fight over absolutely everything. Every single drop of water, every little ray of sunlight, and all the yummy nutrients in the soil. It would be exactly like you and your siblings fighting over the very best toys in a really, really small room. And nobody wants that. But by packing a little suitcase and traveling away, these young plants get their very own brand new sunny space to grow in. Having their own room, so to speak, hugely increases their chances of survival. So let's see exactly how they make their escape.
Let's look at the first incredible travel method, which is hitching a ride with animals. Tell me, who here loves eating fleshy, juicy fruits? I know I do. Just think about sweet mangoes, delicious guavas, bright red tomatoes, papayas, and tasty little berries. Well, guess what? Animals and birds love eating them just as much as we do. Plants purposely make these fruits super delicious to invite animals over for a tasty feast. But here's the thing, the plant actually has a secret plan. When birds and animals eat these yummy fruits, they swallow the seeds right along with the juicy parts. But inside the animal's tummy, those seeds are wearing a special hard seed coat. It acts exactly like super strong armor. Because of this tough little coat, the seeds aren't digested. Instead, the animal walks or flies far, far away, and eventually, well, the seed passes out in their droppings. And just like that, the seed is perfectly planted in a brand new location, all ready to grow.
And this brilliantly illustrates our next point, because not all seeds actually want to be eaten. Some prefer to just grab on for dear life. Some seeds have these tiny hooks, sharp little spines, or even sticky surfaces. Plants like burdock and certain grass seeds are literally the ultimate sticky hitchhikers. When a fluffy animal walks by, or, when you walk through a field in your pants and socks, these seeds cling right onto the fur or your clothes. You end up carrying them away for a free ride, and later on, they just fall off in a wonderful new home. Now, what if a seed doesn't want to take the animal express? What if, instead, it wants to take to the skies? How in the world can a seed, without any bird wings, possibly fly? Let's find out. Well, welcome to the magical concept of wind dispersal. For a seed to be blown away easily and ride the breeze, it has to be incredibly, unbelievably light. Have you ever picked up a dandelion and blown on it to make a wish? If you have, you've actually helped a plant with wind dispersal. They have these special, super fine hair-like structures attached to them. When the wind blows, these tiny hairs open up and act exactly like a tiny little parachute, allowing the seed to float gently way, way up in the air and travel really far from its parent plant. But you see, dandelions aren't the only pilots in the plant world. Take the maple seed, for example. Maple seeds have these special wing-like structures. When they fall from the tree, they spin round and round through the air just like fast little green helicopters. It's so cool. And let's not forget cotton seeds, which are wrapped in beautifully soft, fluffy fibers that help them drift and float gently away on the wind. Okay, so we've got animals and we've got the wind. But what about water? Imagine a plant that lives right next to a river, a rushing stream, or even the giant ocean. How do these plants manage to send their babies safely across all that water without them just sinking and drowning? Well, believe it or not, these seeds come fully prepared for a long swim. They wear what you could basically call waterproof jackets. This is a special waterproof outer covering that keeps the water completely out. But even better than that, they have hidden air spaces tucked away right inside of them. These trapped pockets of air act like tiny inner tubes, or little arm floaties, keeping the seed floating perfectly on the surface of rivers or rainwater. So the crucial point is that a seed's design matches exactly where it lives, and the absolute ultimate sailing seed is when you definitely know, the coconut. A coconut is actually just a giant seed.
It has a thick, fibrous outer covering that does a fantastic job of trapping air, helping this giant bowling ball float perfectly on ocean seawater, all the way to a whole new tropical beach. Lotus seeds, which grow in ponds, also use water to float away to their new homes. Okay, we've traveled by land, by air, and by sea. Are you ready for the most action-packed, thrilling travel method of them all? It's time for some explosive action. This is literally like a miniature fireworks show in the garden. Here is exactly how this amazing step-by-step process works. Step 1, the fruit or the pod holding the seeds slowly dries out in the warm sun. Step 2, the pod gets tighter and tighter and tighter until suddenly it bursts open with a loud pop. And then step 3, that sudden explosive force throws the tiny, light seeds far, far away from the parent plant, scattering them all over the place. And nature is full of these popping plants. Plants like the beautiful balsam flower, green pea pods, various beans, and even ladies' finger vegetables use this explosive trick. Once their pods dry up, they simply can't hold it in anymore. They just split open with a snap and send their little seeds flying like tiny, harmless cannons. Honestly, isn't it just amazing how clever plants are? To survive and grow in totally different environments, they use animals, the wind, rushing water, and even tiny explosions just to spread their seeds all over the world. So, here is a challenge for you. The next time you are out on a nature walk, take a really close look around. Can you spot a traveling seed and figure out its clever escape plan? Is it wearing a hard coat, a tiny parachute, or maybe a sticky hook? Keep your eyes peeled. If you find the video informative, then please like and subscribe. Thanks.